Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How do I say this? Okay, well, I've been talking about the food and how the food tastes because of the personalities inside the restaurants. I'm going as far as to say not all restaurants show negative personalities, attitudes, behaviors. I was in a restaurant and I saw the cook wiping hands on the apron. Just wiping. A couple of times did this. Really what I want to do, slow connection. All right. Really what I want to do is shout out Five Guys. They got gloves floating everywhere. Everybody wearing gloves. The cashier wear gloves. The cook wear gloves. The fry hop wear gloves. Everybody in Five Guys is just switching gloves. They got boxes of gloves, just sitting boxes of gloves. I want to shout out Five Guys for using gloves. I want to shout out some Tim Hortons for using gloves. I know sometimes they see me pull up and then they hurry up and put some gloves on. I appreciate that much. For those, I go to certain places. So I go to certain places. For me, customer service is everything. So if I like your service, I come back to you. And I don't care where I am. From where I am, I'm coming all the way over there to where I like to be served. So with that being said, they see me pull up and they'll put the gloves on. Sometimes they happen to look over and see that it's me and then they'll put the gloves on. I still appreciate that much. Gloves mean something, which takes me back to me watching the cook constantly wipe hands on the apron. For me, that's worse than eating pork. Yeah, just fix me up a big old ham sandwich and serve me up. Why don't you? I do think the cooks should use gloves, especially when there's no sink for them to use right there in their area. Clean hands means something. I don't care if they ashy. Not all ashy hands are clean, but if they are ashy, I would just think you washed your hands at least. You know, and really, I had not planned on coming on here and doing too much or saying too much. But now that I've gotten past using the gloves, which is kind of making me change my appetite quite a bit. Yeah. So that's where we at with that. Now, I want to talk about these officials that was getting the report about this young 14-year-old that was missing and found on Miami Street, if I'm not mistaken. I first want to, nope, I'm not going to go with the magistrates and the judges first. I'm going to go all the way up to the conduct code, whoever those people are that you At this moment, it's early. So the name of the people who is in charge, who you make the complaint to, is not just the Bar Association. Everybody who the magistrates have to answer to, who the caseworkers have to answer to, the coordinator of the caseworkers. Listen, people make complaints to y'all and y'all tell them they don't have evidence. Y'all telling these people, y'all discrediting what these people know. Y'all discrediting people. Y'all telling people you don't know that person that they've been knowing longer than you have. Wait, I'm going to back it up. Because y'all know some stuff that y'all keep under wraps that y'all don't let. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it just like this. If y'all know people have mental issues and y'all don't do nothing about it, and y'all let them come out of your system, and y'all hide it because they were minors, but y'all know good and well they still need help, and y'all let them come out of y'all system and y'all don't do nothing about it, y'all wrong. This 14-year-old that everybody was just looking for, passing the picture around, sharing the photo, sharing the information. Y'all didn't listen to the school. Y'all didn't listen to nobody. I've done a lot of praying. She wasn't found playing around with her friends. And so that's a bitter pill for me, to know the whole time she was under y'all care. And it's another one y'all let slip through y'all fingers because y'all not doing y'all fucking jobs. I'll pray for my forgiveness later. But for right now, I got some shit to say to y'all because y'all wrong. And this goes for the magistrates too, because y'all don't listen. And when people tell y'all that they know better than y'all, y'all don't know everything. The only thing y'all know is what y'all taught in y'all books. And that's it. So when y'all have somebody that come and tell y'all, it don't matter where they from. It don't matter that you didn't grow up with their family members, that y'all family members didn't sleep together. If these people coming and telling y'all that they know more than y'all, take account that maybe they do. Not only fathers do unhealthy things to their children, mothers do too. And y'all refuse to be proven wrong. Well, this last incident proves y'all all wrong. The ones that you have to answer to, they let y'all, well, we don't see anything wrong. Y'all don't see anything wrong. That's not the only situation that's sliding up under y'all toes. I have to say toes because y'all stepped on a lot of toes when y'all told people they don't have proof. This is the proof that people need. What you're telling people is you didn't see what you thought you seen. Meanwhile, you don't know a gosh darn thing. You don't know nothing. Magistrates, CSB workers, y'all failing the children. And I'm talking about everybody up and through the whole building, because y'all have meetings together. Y'all sit together. Y'all get complaints, pass them through, and just ignore them. I don't know what complaints y'all got on this last young lady, but to my understanding, the school made some type of complaint. Y'all wasn't talking to her. Y'all was not doing your job. Had you been doing your job, you ought to talk to that young lady and listen to her. I know y'all don't do your job. Magistrates, y'all don't do your job. Y'all don't listen to people. When people tell y'all things not right, y'all got kids visiting somebody at a home that the person don't even live at. Now, why don't she live at her home? Magistrate, judge, bar association, who's doing their job? It don't look like nobody is doing their job. Meanwhile, the people that's actually trying, y'all on a railroad, make them look hazy, try to speak ill on them. I had the magistrate in the courtroom, take a pick at me as a mother of adult children. Meanwhile, they got a victim in the corner crying boo-hoo, lying under oath. I don't really care what people think about me or what they say about me, because what the little crack that, oh, your name almost came out there. Whew. The crack that the magistrate took, I couldn't do nothing but smile at him because he don't know who I am. He don't know who I am. Of course, I made a grievance, which went on deaf ears because I'm nobody. To them, I stand alone. Maybe I do. But the bottom line, you don't have to answer to me. You will have to answer to God, whether you believe in him or not. You will answer to him. Shit gonna get turned over if y'all can't do y'all jobs. Y'all have to look at that. You walk in a restaurant and you see 3 people working, covering the whole, everything, keeping stock, cooking, and doing the register. Front line and drive-through, prepping. 3 people in a restaurant. Y'all don't think that restaurants are ready to go out of business? And the way I see it, the restaurants go out of business, so will delivery drivers. Uber, Grubhub, whichever. Delivery drivers will be obsolete as well when the restaurants go. We won't have nobody to deliver for. So everybody out here just pick me, wanna, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it is a lot different than it was when I was growing up. Of course, we didn't grow up with social media, and I may have grown up watching the Jetsons. We just didn't try to base everything like them. And me being a critic and wondering where would this idea come from the Jetsons? We hadn't been there yet, to my knowledge, but where would they be coming from? And maybe a year or so ago, I made the joke like they're trying to make us live like the Jetsons now. The world will continue to change, but people need to remember to be human and to treat humans like humans. Doctors, y'all people with the degrees and PhDs and doctrines, and sometimes you can be wrong. A woman know her body, and if a woman say, well, how funny, because I wasn't even this old then, but if a woman come and say, I think I'm pregnant, you could just about bet your bottom dollar when she come back in another week or so, she knew what she was talking about. Or maybe that's just the me problem. Anyway, most people know their body anyway. So when they come and say, this is what I believe is wrong, don't treat them like a test dummy. Test exactly what it is they said they believe is wrong and let that be. You people, I get that y'all don't want to be wrong because y'all know it by the books, but people know them bodies. Now, I use the doctors just so I can go back to the magistrates who cannot ever be wrong because they were lawyers, they have law degrees, and they read books, and so fucking what? That's the only thing you know is what you read. I feel for you. Because if you ain't got no life experience, that book ain't teach you shit. I meant what I said. If you don't have life experience, the book is worthless to you. In fact, I think I can do your job without the degree. Because I don't pick favorites. I don't have favorites. I listen to right, wrong. I do my work. I do my job. Whatever it is I do, I'm going to put my all into doing it right the first time. I don't like to have to go back. That means I'm leaving something undone to go back and fix something that I did wrong the first time. Judges, CSB workers, y'all got a lot of shit to go back and fix. How can you? I don't even know how you can. But a lot of things y'all did is wrong. And not listening to people who's telling the truth. I'm going to use me, for example, was probably one of the only ones that was up in there actually telling the truth. Because all them casework, that group that came in together, lied through their whole face. And I'm going to say it just like that. They lied, and that's why they still going up the river without a paddle, because them lying left the door open for Lucy, them lying left the door open for mischievous acts to come in, and just nothing is going too well right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be for another show. This episode is just for... Okay, all right. Okay. It wasn't prepared. I didn't practice that, so I tried to throw it in, and it was just a little bit too funny for me. I'm going to have to work on that episode thing. But anyway, yeah, this, what y'all allowed to happen to this one last young lady, y'all should be in y'all offices for a full week, not going home, fixing every case that y'all swept under the rug and lied for. Fix it. Because y'all got another one that y'all... Listen here now. I am doing the best I can to get y'all to understand that these are humans y'all shuffling around in y'all system. I don't care how much you get paid for each child. They are children. Let us stop treating pets and animals better than we treat our future. I'm going to say it just like that. Let us stop treating pets and animals better than we treat our future, because these children y'all letting getting walked over. Every word won't be bad. Those children y'all letting getting walked over in y'all system that y'all taking from people that really care for them. And it don't just end with you, because some of y'all victims using y'all system so dirtily. Truthfully, I've had the police show up to my door talking about I am kidnapping some kids that was dropped off on me. This victim tried to make it a habit every weekend of giving up. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. You only coming back to get them for attention, because you couldn't take care of them to begin with. You was not the one taking care of them. But you couldn't have what you wanted, so you used the kids as pawns, and the system allowed you to do that. It's just my opinion. Childhood records should not be hidden. If mine wasn't, if they can go back and look up records for Job Corps, certain jobs, CSB is the last motherfuckers that should be hiding some records, because they letting mental illness out. Listen, CSB is, to me, my opinion, is about money. Money, and that's it. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about the parents. They don't care about the families. It's all about keeping their job and continuing to get that money. And that's all it is. That's the only thing I can see. Who will care about the children? Who? I'm not seeing anyone stepping up for the children as much as I see people stepping up for their paycheck. Only in a perfect mind will all parents do their jobs and shut y'all shit down. I'm just waiting for the world where we no longer need CSB. Y'all railroad. I pray that y'all can understand and do what's right. Because nonetheless, I am going to pray for what is right. So whichever side you stand on, pull up a fucking seat. Get some popcorn if you want to. One thing I always have faith in and believe in is that good prevails. If we got bad, we have to have good. We have to. I know this. And I'm saying y'all caseworkers get so frustrated to where they use case participants as their therapist. So y'all have to know, I know a whole lot. So treat the children right. I don't care whose children they are. I'm a mother and I'm a grandmother. And I will be that to anybody's child. So those children y'all got in y'all system, treat them right. Do your job. No child should come up missing under y'all watch. Stop telling people they don't have evidence. This is all the evidence people need. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Y'all failed ethics at least twice. My mind is telling me y'all didn't do well. Y'all came in under the skin of y'all teeth. Because the job y'all doing is bare minimum. Bare minimum. Y'all just doing just enough to get a paycheck. And y'all don't care what happens afterwards. I know I'm dealing with the case personally. Somewhat. But I'm still close enough to call y'all out on y'all shit because y'all wrong. I don't know if you're spiritual. I don't know if you're religion. I don't know if you work for Lucy. But I think it's about time you show what's really important in your job, which should be the children. Without the children, what do you have? Ding dong, without the children, what do you have? Make sure the children are taken care of properly. Y'all give good people a hard time. Do your jobs. Do your job. I shared that young lady's picture more than once, and it wasn't all in the same day. Y'all failed that baby. Y'all failed her. Everybody that was involved that didn't do their job have to answer for that. Your job, your boss, the officials might allow you to get away with not doing your job. God won't. Everybody have to pay for their consequences. Everybody reap what they sow. What goes around comes back to everybody. That much I know. I whooped myself a lot when I was younger. The world is not just going to wake up itself and change. People have to change. People have to care. People have to care about people in order for it to change. Some might not want it to change, but it will affect everybody. I don't care how much money you got. Y'all saw them floods. Y'all see the wildfires. Nobody is out of God's reach. Nobody. But if we don't take care of the children, we all suffer. Because nobody is teaching the children how to care for anybody. So who's going to care for us when we need it? I'm not saying nobody, because there are some people. I myself did everything I could to be a good parent, mother. I taught my kids everything I knew, everything I learned, possibly. I did what I could. That I saw lack growing up, I put emphasis on. So I'm not going to take credit from no parent that's putting in their work, because it is some parents. I've seen parents that just made my eyes be like, so I give it to them. I have to. Amen. Keep doing y'all thing. But for the people that feel like it's their duty to go in and disrupt households, y'all should do your job better instead of just coming in and signing in and letting the boat float however it want to float. If y'all coming in and telling people what to do with their children, do your job first. Do your job. Because I said that there were some children that was being mishandled, being intimately mishandled, and y'all said, do your job. Stop trying to discredit people because you feel ugly inside and want to judge the person sitting in front of you. That's the way I'm going to say it. You have to feel ugly inside to try to judge, to try to misjudge somebody that you don't know. And right now, all of y'all should feel real low, tiny for what just happened. I was woke up out of my sleep to talk about these two specific things. And since I got woke up, don't be vessels for the devil. Only the devil would allow the things y'all allowing to go on. And y'all sitting in high places, making judgment. Misjudgments. Misjudgments. It's raining. Means the rainbow will be coming somewhere. And more things will be growing. It's springtime, y'all. People, I'm talking to the people that's human. We got to stick together. The system has been playing us against each other since I was listening to my grandmother talk about it. And she said it's only going to get worse. And my thought then was, well, why should it get worse than what it is now, Grandma? My now mind say because people with big money sit back with their bored asses and want to play games with people's lives. But one thing I do know, I had some money and wasn't able to spend it. Which tells me it don't matter how much money y'all have. Don't let y'all bank go down in a sinkhole. Y'all playing with the internet. Y'all playing with the airwaves already. So with that crashing and y'all losing y'all money at the same time, I'm just saying, those things that I thought I was getting away with, what I got hit with, I didn't even think existed. Something like, what the heck? Like, what did that come from? Like, I didn't even know that existed. God will whoop your ass with stuff you didn't even know was possible. And I try to watch my language. But this rising, before I got up, before I get out the bed, I do my daily prayer and I talk to God. And God knows, Lord knows, I love my people. But sometimes you got to give it to them how the fuck they can understand it. People, if we don't pull together, we all gonna fucking fall. It is what it is. Rome wasn't built in a day. It wasn't built by just one person either. Forgive me, Lord. God said he do what he wants to do. He said it can be built in a day, had he chose it to be that way. But if he had let it be built in a day, there were some things that would not have been learned. With that being said, we all have that opportunity to do better. That second thought, we think, don't put the food up. And then we have that other thought that said, put that food up or it's going to stink by the morning time. It's up to us to listen. It's up to us to make the decision to put that food up. Just the same, it's up to us to listen to doing wrong and doing right. Let me switch that up. Doing wrong and doing right. Doing right. This went longer than I expected. My whole TV done went off now. I'm going to have to turn everything back on. But truth prevails. Truth will come out. So anybody that's trying to hide the truth, it's best you tell it. The truth, because you've done enough lying. 2025 is time for the truth to come out. All those lies that came before 2025 will be revealed. It's up to people to use their own mind. People have to use their own mind. And I am being told you got two sides. Two. God's side and the ungodly side. Nobody beats God. At this point in time, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. If you know what I mean. I've done enough wrong. I've done enough negative. I've done enough in my younger days. As a mother, I had to be an example. So I did my best. And doing your best is the least we can do as a person. And before I go, don't forget, Treat people how you want to be treated, not how you have been treated, not how you have been treating everybody else, because everybody else cannot be treated that way without you having to answer to it. What do I mean? What do I mean? We got John, Sally, and Bill. And if I walked and I stepped on John's foot and I stepped on Sally's foot, I got away with it. By the time I got to Bill, when I stepped on Bill's foot, I fell. You cannot treat everybody wrong. Just trying to make sure there's nothing else I need to say because I am ready to get off of here, and it's raining, so this will be a good time for me to be sleeping. So if I'm not able to go back to sleep and I have another message, I'll be back. Okay. Thank you all. You are loved. Even if you're not doing right, God loves you, which is why you're getting your ass whooped. He loves you, and he wants you to do right. I know. Because if he loved me, out of all the things I've done, believe me, I've done so much as a kid to share it and let everybody have done something. You think we got 365 days in a year. And I knew what to do to get off of a punishment early. So with that being said, yeah, I had that more many days. So we all can do better. We just have to want to. Being a parent made me want to. Certain things I did not want for my children. In fact, I had plans on what I wanted my children to be doing. They were supposed to graduate school, get the career, house, car, then find a family. They gave them to about 30s. But we don't get it the way we want it. And I wouldn't have had it any different because I love being a grandmother. So I can't even say you get out what you put in. Put in what you want to put in, what's needed, and don't expect anything. Only expect you to do your job right the first time. Or at least do your best. It's never too late to change. And I don't like to say never, so I'm going to change that and say it's not ever too late to change. You have to answer to God for what you do. So if you've put somebody on ice, you have to answer to God for that. So I can't speak on that. But whatever you've done, take it to God. Pray continually. Pray, pray, pray. Make change. Prayers without work is, I didn't read that and I don't know that full statement, but prayers without work, you ain't going nowhere. You're still sitting on the porch. So while you're praying, you have to be putting in that work, which means being a good person to other people. Watching your mouth. Being careful what you let come out of your mouth. That's most important. Very important. Because I had somebody call me up and just try to dig their talons into my skin non stop. And I said it was nothing but God, because somehow I muted that person and they couldn't hear me responding because I was going in too. I wasn't supposed to. That was God stopping me. But yeah, I had a person, and really it was a bitter pill they was trying to serve me. That's that witchcraft shit. They was feeling bitter, and they wanted to come and serve me up from the same plate they was eating off of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they went in. Yeah, your husband left you. How you feel now that you're lonely? I'm not lonely. I got too many fucking personalities going on up in here for me to ever get lonely. I'm just saying, y'all know I'm a fucking entertainment. When I wasn't at the parties, everybody was looking for me. You know? I get that from my grandma. I get it from my grandma. My mom was quiet. My grandma will set it off. She have you laughing. That's probably why I was skinny, because I was burning off all them calories that grandma was funny. She didn't cut to the chase. She said what she meant. She meant what she said. Try her. I got her hanging up on my wall right now. So, yeah, I'm still me. Still me. All of what you think and even more. Yeah. With that much experience, because I done been from here to there. And then I say I'm Lord led. So he just kept leading me to people, leading me down paths. I'm crossing people's paths and stuff like that. You know, I don't think it's going to rain all day. I know that nobody asked me that, but that's what I was thinking. I don't think it's going to rain all day. So I think I might end up being out. I don't know. But let's treat people right. Let us treat ourselves right. We mistreat ourselves, which in turn, we feel some type of way. And then we turn that and reflect on somebody else and try to make somebody else feel the way we feel. Let's stop that. Unless you're feeling like I be feeling. If you're feeling good, spread it. If you're not feeling good, don't try to make somebody else feel the way you feel. It ain't right. And when you do that, somebody else comes along and make you feel worse. So if somebody smile at you, do your best to smile back. That's probably all they want to see you do is smile. When you smile, that works some different muscles is what I've been understanding. It pulls on your heart muscle and it turns your heart upward, and then it pulls on like some stuff in the back and it makes you feel less tension. You know what I'm saying? When you smile, it hits certain points up in there. You know what I'm saying? That just pushes everything upward. Make you kind of feel like you blossoming. You know what I'm saying? Like you just spreading joy. Smile. No matter how you feel. Even if you're mad, just put a smile on. And eventually, you'll just feel like smiling. I guess. Maybe. Just try it. Who knows? Yeah, I wake up this way. But it's all in here. And in here, for one, you got to know what your path is, what your destiny is, what your journey is, and you got to work yours. Everybody have to do their own path. Everybody have to do that for themselves to be happy, peaceful, free. Whatever it is you want, you have to do it for yourself. I can give you all of this all day. And if you're not feeling it in the heart, you're not going to accept what I'm trying to give. You have to first feel it in your heart to acknowledge what it is I'm trying to give to you. So, unhappy people will be unhappy people. And it's just that. You have to make a choice to be happy. I was thinking you have to find something to be happy about, but you got to appreciate what you have. You got to be appreciative of where you're at. And remember, you are not where you used to be. And I'm going to leave it at that. Have a beautiful Sunday, a grand rising, and make it a good day on purpose. Be honest. No more lies. Even if you told a lie, just go back and say, look, I want to make this right. I lied about something, and let me tell you what it is that I lied about. Say, I'm a disrespecter of mothers, of parents. I'm a disrespecter of other people's parents. Yeah, that was to somebody specific. I don't know who it is, but you know who it is. Somebody know who it is. If you just make it a habit of disrespecting people's parents, you need to make that right too. Because that bed you have to lay in. So if you want some pillows, you want it to feel soft, you have to do the right thing. And if you don't do the right thing, you'll keep seeing what it is that you've been seeing. I don't know what you've been seeing. I don't know how you've been feeling. But I think I'm going to do something to the hair today. I'm calling for the rain to stop so I don't have to wear a hat. You know, you do your hair and then you go out and it's cold and you have to put your hat on. And then some of the times, my pores still be open on my scalp, so I really be needing to cover it up. So springtime, I'm needing you. Okay, remember to treat people right. Most importantly, I'm not looking for a private landlord at this particular time, and I don't think they should take that to my inbox either. Sounds like a scam to me. I bet they'll take a payment right here, right now, and I haven't even seen the house. Okay, treat people right. Most importantly, treat yourself right. If you don't treat yourself right, if you got spoiled milk in your refrigerator, the person that gets from it is going to drink spoiled milk. You get me? Freshen up that milk. Your heart. That's what I mean. If people come to you and you're pouring ice off of you, you're going to freeze them. Warm up. Treat yourself good, and that'll help you treat other people good. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday, everybody. Officials, do your jobs. Stop being pawns for people that's playing everybody possible. including you, highly educated people. Y'all have been played. Okay, let me get off of here before y'all hear what I hear. Now I gotta get my TV turned back up so I don't have to hear that. Because I'm gonna make it a good day regardless. Slow connection, slow connection went right across the finish line. I guess I wasn't supposed to be finished. Love yourself. When you love yourself, it makes it easier to love other people.